Right, today we're looking at the cabin or air conditioning filter in a Hyundai i30. This is the right hand drive model, and so I'm assuming it would be exactly the opposite. Now the first thing you want to do is take things out of the glove box. It's already open there. You're looking at the back of it or the inside there. Now one thing I will just let you know, on this model there's actually there's a cool box. It actually acts to cool drinks down if you want to. That there is the back of the vent, and then that goes to, there you go, the air conditioning comes out there. Now if you want it closed in normal position, you just turn sorry, I'll just do that. You just turn that little thing there to the left and that closes it. And if you want to have a drink in here that you want to chill, or food or whatever, then you turn it to the right and that opens it up and allows air to come through, cold air. Right, so when we open the glove box, as I say, you just take everything out, and then the first thing is this little dampener rod over here, and you just get your finger behind it here and pop it to the side, towards the side of the car, and that would release from this little lug here, and then you'll be able to look. Now I suggest you get a torch before you do that, because it's awfully dark in there. So what you're looking at there, sorry, I'll position the torch. I've already undone this because it's hard to do with one hand, but that's the cover, and you just press it, you just squeeze the little arms in at the side. Now remember this flap sort of thing at the top here goes to the top. Just remember that. So we'll get that out of the way. Then we look in here, and you're looking at the filter itself. I've already knocked this around. It was very dirty. This is my niece's car, and you can see there's still a fair bit of dirt and stuff there. And that's the upside. And so the air comes from basically the windscreen downwards. Now the replacement, you've got to be a bit careful, because there's a variety of these. I think I'll put that back in a minute. You see, I hate doing things with one hand. Right, let's get that out of there. Right, the filter that I've got for this is an RCA 211P. That's a Rycote filter, and the thickness is 20mm, and the width 240, and the depth from front to back 196, and that on the specifications on the good old internet from a company in Brisbane. I think I got them for about $14 each, which is livable. There's some are up around the 40 to 50 mark. You can get them cheaper, but some of the other ones either have slightly different dimensions, or just completely wrong, or they're also 25mm thick, and there's no way that's going to fit in here. This is actually quite a, as you can see there, that's quite a thin filter, and there's no number on this. It's got a manufacture date and the airflow, which is always downwards. And so anyway, hopefully this will be alright. I've ordered a couple of new ones to keep her out of trouble in the future. And putting it all back is the oh sorry, one thing I did forget to mention, in the side of the you can see where there's a hole here. Yeah, looking at the screen at the back of the camera, a hole there, and these little lugs or retainers go in, and when you put it back in place, they just slot into the side and lock in place. Quite a simple thing, as long as you know they're there, because there are a couple of different, once again, good old Hyundai have different models, so different ways of retaining them. So don't try and reef the or pull the glove box out without finding out what actually is holding it in place. Otherwise you run the risk of breaking the plastic, and you don't really want to do that. Anyway, just pull it out carefully. Luckily this one didn't have any leaves or anything, it was just dusty, and should all be good. It's an important thing to do maybe once a year. Here in Australia I try and remember to do things around Christmas and then the financial year, 6-month gaps. and so it's worth having a look, and when you're doing a bit of maintenance, and give yourself a nice bit of cool and clean air coming through the air conditioning. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.